Alright, I'm going to make a tier list for paladins. Drock is really good right now. Super fast, ton of mobility, can fly everywhere. His ult is pretty good, has good damage. He's definitely A. Ashe, she's not the greatest tank, but she can one-hit kill people sometimes with her bash. It's really situational. She has a hard time against like some flankers that are above her, like Drock can fly all over her. Eevee can fly all over and teleport all over her. I mean, she's okay. Her escape move is not that great because it takes a while and people can just kill you. Like, she's a C. Like, she's not terrible and she's not bad. A good Ashe player can win games with her. It's just situational. Atlas, to me, he's like a C+. He's a little bit higher than Ashe. His ult is just bad. It doesn't really do much unless your whole entire team is good. Like, you can combo, throw up his shield, then start stunning people and take the point. But it doesn't really do anything sometimes, or most of the time, because it doesn't do any damage. You can rewind people, but that also doesn't do any damage. It's just really hard to use him. The only good thing about him is his shield. Like, you can't destroy his shield at all. Barrack is definitely a rank tank, one of the better tanks. He can self-heal with his turrets. He has range. You can rocket boot and heal yourself up while leaving your turrets on the point shooting people, and then come back and start shooting people again. Throw turrets up, self-heal, rocket boot, self-heal again, throw a shield, and repeat. So he has a lot of self-sustainability. Like, he can keep himself alive a lot longer than these tanks. Like, sure, Atlas has an invincible shield, but he doesn't really heal as much as Barrack does. Like, he can rewind, and that's his heal. That's the only heal he gets. Barrack, on the other hand, gets constantly healed by his turrets all the time and his rocket boots. Bomb King is definitely A. I mean, there's nothing bad about Bomb King. He has a giant AoE bomb that just stuns everything that's close to it, and he gets free kills. And then his ult with his bomb can just destroy everything. His bombs do insane damage. I mean, he's probably one of the most picked, most useful damage characters in the game. Buck, I think a lot of people are sleeping on Buck. His leap just destroys people. Like, you just jump on people, net shot, they're dead, and then you just do it again and again and self-heal. Of course, the downside of him is snipers. Like, snipers can easily take him out, but if there's no snipers and there's no Xiaolin, like, Buck becomes a problem because he's constantly jumping and healing everywhere. And I know a lot of people will get cauterized, but a lot of times it doesn't matter. He just jumps and then net shot, then blasts you, and you're pretty much dead. Cassie is definitely B. Like, I haven't seen a lot of her in ranked, which is surprising. You'd think you see more of her in ranked, but she's a little bit better than Buck. But she's definitely like B+. Dredge is like C. Really, since he's been nerfed, like, I just don't see people use Dredge in ranked. Like, he's okay. You would have to be extremely on expert level to use Dredge, and that the people who are on expert level Dredge are like 1 out of 99 people, and it's just too inconsistent to use him. Like, why use him over Strix, or why use him over Victor? Like, it doesn't make sense. Dragos, definitely B tier. He's higher than both of them. Mostly because he's just an insane damage dealer, and he completely destroys tanks. And he destroys the best tank in the game, Anara. Like, Anara can't do anything to Dragos, because he's just, like, completely above her the whole entire time. He uses his ult and just one-shots her. Eevee is definitely A tier. She just has insane damage. She can teleport twice in a row, heal up, fly all over the place. It's very difficult to catch Eevee because she can just teleport and fly everywhere. It does insane damage. Very few champions can actually catch her besides Droxus. Fernando is definitely like D tier. The reason why is because his shield is only in front of him. Now, there's flankers behind you and there's damage in front of you. So what do? You either block the damage in front of you or you block the flankers behind you. So they're coming at you at both angles and there's literally nothing Fernando can do about that. He just has to hide behind a wall. And when you're hiding behind the wall, all you're doing is just leaving your team open. So he's just not a good tank. Furia is definitely probably above all of them. She's just insane. The reason why she stands out more than the other healers is because she can heal and damage at the same time. A lot of healers can't do that, especially Cirrus. Furia can heal, throw out her light beam, just stun anyone who touches it, and they're instantly dead. If they try to chase down Furia, she's just going to throw her heat-seeking bolts and kill you. So it's really hard to take her out, especially if you just hit her pillar of light, you're instantly dead. I have won a few games with Drock, but he's not completely damaged and he's not completely a healer. So it puts him in a weird range. I have seen people win tournaments with Drock. So yeah, so he's probably like higher than all of these C tiers right now. Grover is kind of like B tier. He has an AoE range of healing. The only downside of it is healing is pretty low, especially with cauterized. Like you're required to get regenerate to use Grover, while other healers like Furia, you don't need regenerate with Furia. I don't know if I put her in like C plus or like, I wish there was like a C plus or a B minus, because she's like in between. Like she's good, her ult is good, but sometimes she's like really lacking, because a lot of times her damage can be inconsistent and flankers can, like in Droxus and Eevee, can just completely shut her down. Anara is definitely A tier. She's pretty much the best tank in the game right now. Definitely S tier. She has insane healing. Her pet can take the point. Her pet can also move the payload. It takes forever to kill her pet. If you try to chase her down, everyone's going to shoot you because nobody wants Io to be killed. She has a leap. The only downside of her is her ult sucks, but other than that, she's amazing. Jenos is definitely like A tier. You need to have regenerate to get more healing from Jenos. The thing about Jenos is he can heal through walls. He can also do the same thing as Furia, where he can heal and then keep on shooting, heal, keep on shooting, then put someone in a void grip and then they're instantly dead. Khan is somewhere around like here. Barracks maybe a little higher than Eevee. They're about equal. But Khan is just a good tank. He has, like, this is the thing though, like, why use Fernando when you can just use Khan? You have a shield, they both have shields, but Khan has a gun. Nano doesn't have a gun. Khan can self-heal. Nano can't self-heal. Khan can instantly kill people with his stun grab and then go into his ult and then toss him off a cliff. Like, why would you ever use Nando over Khan is beyond me. I'd probably put her in like B tier. I don't really see that many Konetskas in rank. She's good, but it's like, she's another one of those characters, like, why use her over Strix? Like, why? Koga is okay. His damage is very poor. The only time you're going to do damage is with his claws or his ultimate, and that's the only time you're going to do damage. Other than that, the problem is he has very little survivability, meaning like anyone with crowd control that has like stuns, Grover can throw an axe and stun him, he's dead. Furia can Pillar of Light, he's dead. Inara puts down her rock that stuns or cripples anyone that gets near it, he's dead. Bomb King throws bombs at him, he's dead. Khan can grab him, he's dead. Yeah, Jenos uses his Void Grip, he's dead. So there's just a lot of things that counter Koga right now, especially when you don't do that much damage and you need your claws to do damage. I haven't really seen Lex in ranks, like ever. I see him in casuals a lot. He just does better in casuals, but he's definitely above them. I never see him in ranks, so I can't really say. I've seen her in ranked a few times. She's definitely like around this area, like B- or maybe B+. Maeve, I never really see in ranked either. Like I just don't. But I'd say she's better than Kineska. Makoa, I don't know. Like I see him in rank once in a while. I think people just don't know how to use Makoa. But he's kind of like B+ tier. He's definitely A tier. Maybe he'll equal to Jenos. Expert, like pro Maldoma players can just completely destroy teams. Moji, I think he's higher ranked than Nando, just because he can completely destroy people. Just once they get their magic mark, you just do 1,000 damage and they're pretty much dead. Pip is pretty much the worst healer in the game. They get cauterized and your healing does nothing. You can flank with him, but it's like, why flank with Pip? Like, why? When you can just use Androxus or Eevee. Like, Eevee is so much better than Pip. Like, there's really no reason to use Pip. You can just use Eevee and pretty much do the same thing, just be above people the entire game. And also, you do more damage with Eevee and you just teleport all over the place. So, like, why? Why use Pip over Eevee if you're just going to flank? Rom, his ult is good. I just don't see him doing that much damage lately. Like, he's around here. I mean, sure, he can ult through a lot of ultimates, counter ultimates, but it's like, he just doesn't do much damage. Here's another hero, Ruckus, that's like completely useless right now. Like, I don't see anyone win with Ruckus. He's a little bit better than Fernando. But for Ruckus is like another champion. It's like, why use Ruckus when you can use Rom? You basically do the same thing. You're an off tank causing problems in the back line. You have like an infinite machine gun, except Rom is better and has a better ult. So it's like, there's no reason to use Ruckus when you can just use Rom. They basically do the same thing. Xiaolin, I don't really see in rank that much, like ever. He takes so much skill to use, and I think that's why people don't want to use him. He might need a buff. Cirrus is another bad healer. The problem with Cirrus is, when she's healing, she's completely open. So when she's healing, you can just shoot her and she can't do anything about it. While Jenos and these other healers can use mobility, or like Maldoa can just stun with his snake, or he can turn into a snake and run away. Cirrus, when she's healing, she just gets shot. Also, when she's healing, she can only heal one person at a time, so her green soul restore is only on one person at a time, and it takes forever to... So you're basically just a sitting duck while healing people, and you can't heal through walls like Jenos. she's another one of the champions. Like, why ever use Cirrus when you can use Furia and pretty much do the same thing, or use Jenos? Sky is like, a lot of people are going to be surprised, but she's only good on console. On PC, she's not that good. On console, the people have, I guess, just problems aiming. But when you buy the item Illuminate, you can just see her. There's a lot of heroes like Vivian and Tyra that can just expose where she's at, and they'll just destroy her. Even Strix can use a flare and just destroy her. Strix is definitely A. He's around here somewhere. He's probably the best sniper in the game. Has insane damage. He's just really extremely good. Like an expert Strix player will just completely destroy teams. Talus is just kind of like B tier. I know a lot of console people think he should be ranked higher, but on PC, like, it doesn't really matter. Like, you can just ban him. Another problem with Talus 2 is, like, characters like the upper tiers can just completely crowd control him, like stun him, and he's instantly dead. Aldova can just throw a snake at him, he's dead. Jenos can put him in the crippling hold, and he's dead. Strix can just turn invisible and use his ultimate, and he's dead. Eevee, like, there's nothing he can do to Eevee, because Eevee can just turn into an ice and fly away, so it doesn't really matter. Khan can just grab him, he's dead. Bomb King, bomb, he's dead. Anara throws down her rock on the ground, he's dead. Right now, he's probably one of the best tanks in the game. He's just insane. Terminus is just insane, has good damage, has an invincible shield that cannot be destroyed. It absorbs any and all projectiles and just throws it back at people. His leap attack stuns and just can destroy everything. His ult is ridiculous. Like, he just comes back to life at full HP, which I think should be nerfed. I think he should come back at like half HP. But then even then, he'd still be pretty good. Torvald is around here, maybe here. You don't want a solo tank with Torvald. You want to have someone like Terminus Torvald or Barrack Torvald or Anara Torvald, so you can just like combo into his ult, like stun everyone with Anara, then just destroy everyone, kill everyone with his ultimate. But he heals people, he shields people, and he gives them 40% move speed all at the same time, so that's pretty good. The only problem with Torvald is your teammates have to be close by to get shielding. Like, you can't heal through walls like Jenos. So you need some of your teammates to be close by you to shield them. Tyra is really good on console, but on PC and ranked, she's around here somewhere. Probably like here. A lot of people don't do this with Tyra. I think I'm the only person that uses Salamander Hide with Burn Monster. So basically, with Burn Monster, you throw it on the ground, and they can't use any abilities when they're being hit by her fire, and they can't like really run at all. So when you have Salamander Hide, you take no damage from your fire. So let's say Eevee wants to just dash onto you, or Androxus wants to drop onto you. You throw your fire on the ground, you take no damage from your fire, except they are taking damage from the fire, and you just destroy people. And I haven't seen anyone else do the Salamander Hide with Burn Monster, the combo. Like, I haven't seen anyone else do that yet. Maybe I'm the only person who does that. Maybe other people will find out how good she really is when they start using Salamander Hide with Burn Monster. Victor is insane. He's just like, he takes 0 skill to use. It's extremely easy to get kills with him. You can flank with him. You can stand in the front with him. His ultimate destroys everything. Like, he's just ridiculous. There's no reason why he's that good. Like, it doesn't take any skill to use Victor at all. He has an insane damage, about almost the same as Bomb King. Except Bomb King takes skill to use. Victor takes 0 skill to use. Vivian is another champion that takes 0 skill to use. You just want to use her shield ability, like all her shield abilities, and just reduce the cooldown on her shield and give her faster walk speed and cauterize, and you just destroy everyone with 0 skill. Willow, she's so bad right now, like, but she's like right there in ranked. It's hard to rank Ying because sometimes she's amazing, other times she's terrible in ranked. I put it right there. It's hard to put him too, because like sometimes he's really good and sometimes he's terrible, but I'd put him like right here, like at the top of the B tiers. So that's pretty much my paladins tier list.